Hello and welcome to another Clash Royale video. You're watching Amexor, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Hognado deck. It's made up of the Hog Rider, the Executioner, the Tornado, Lightning, the Log, Ice Spirit, Goblins and Knight. There shouldn't be too many substitutions, but you can always swap Log for Zap if you don't have it because it's a legendary card, and you can also swap the Executioner for Wizard or Witch or one of the other splash damage cards if your execution is not very high level. You'll see from the first game that we're playing Deep Low Gamer, and he is sporting the ever so fashionable Mortar deck. We should do pretty well against this deck because we've got the Knight and the Executioner and the Hog. Once you know you're playing a Mortar deck, ideally you want to keep hold of any kind of tank so that they can't get the mortar to your tower, and you also need a card to take out the mortar because they're inevitably going to place Knight, Archers, Ice Spirit, Skeletons and other support troops in its way so that you can't get to it. So we're doing pretty well at the moment. We're in the second minute. We've got the Hog onto the tower who did a lot of damage. He was a bit low on elixir when the Hog got across there, so there wasn't an awful lot that you could do about it. I've just dropped the Goblins to hopefully get a little bit of chip damage, and you'll see that I've dropped them slightly to the right. For some reason when you do this, the Goblins get a little bit more damage on the tower if they make it. I've just noticed watching this that I didn't learn from his rocketing my Executioner, and I kept placing it there over and over again, allowing him to get quite a bit of value. So going back, I'll make sure that in future I don't do that again. So we've managed to get the Hog to the tower again, having sent the Knight in front of him to tank. Managed to get the Mortar off the field and take that first tower. So I send the Goblins across again to get a little bit of chip damage, and I've got my Executioner ready in hand. Instead the opponent rockets just the tower, so he doesn't get very good value from that, and that allows me to drop a Knight and Hog combo. You'll see that I just used the Tornado to try and group everything together, and that was stupid. All I did was drag all the opponent's troops onto my Hog Rider, and he died really quickly. You'll see as that was happening, the opponent dropped the Mortar on the other side. I defended that with a Knight and an Ice Spirit, but the tower was already down to 236 health, so I shouldn't have done that. I should have saved the elixir. That was 4 that I wasted, and that would have given me 4 to attack the other tower and also this Mortar that he's dropped just in front of my tower here. So we've got the Knight in the middle to tank. That's protecting the Hog Rider a little bit so we can get some more damage. Unfortunately the Knight dies, but he does get a couple of swings, so we're down to 810 health, and he's placed a defensive Mortar this time so that I can't get my Hog to the tower and finish the game. It's likely that he's playing for the draw, but as this is a classic challenge, 3 minutes is a long time. So he managed to stop my Hog Rider and my Knight getting to the tower. I drop an Ice Spirit just to cycle, and then I throw some Lightning out there, because at this point a couple of Lightnings and the tower will be dead. Luckily for me, he gives me quite good value if I keep dropping the Mortar there. He's realised what I'm doing and is trying to rocket cycle me out by getting rockets onto my tower, but that isn't going to happen because I've got a huge damage lead on him. Game ends 2 towers to 1, and I take the victory. GG to Deep Low Gamer. Second game, we're going to play the Hognado deck versus a P.E.K.K.A. Mega Knight deck, and as you'll see, I didn't do very well. I lost this one pretty badly, so it'll be interesting to see what I did wrong. So we get the Ice Spirit out there just to cycle, get a little bit of chip damage on the tower. I've got nothing to punish that rocket. I don't have my Hog in hand. I don't have my Lightning handy, and even with Lightning the pump would still get 1 elixir out of it. So I drop my Knight, I drop my Goblins, I lightning the Ewiz and get some good damage, but now I haven't got an awful lot to defend with. So he dropped a bandit and bats. I have no zap, I didn't have my ice spirit, and so I took a bit of punishment there, down to 770 health. So we get the hog down, get the ice spirit down, freeze the tower a little bit. Opponent's E-Wizard comes down, stops me getting too much damage. I think I've got 2 swings, so that's pretty good. Drops some goblins to stop him hitting my tower. What's left of the goblins goes running towards the opponent's princess tower, but not a lot happens. GG, I come to win, drops some BM, tells me that it's a good game. Unfortunately, it was, because there wasn't an awful lot I could do. I dropped the Tornado there to try and keep the Mega Knight away from the tower. Missed one of the bats, who did a bit of damage in the meantime. My Executioner's trying in vain to kill that Mega Knight, but with the health of a giant, it's going to take a very long time. Pecker on the other side is kicking my backside. Desperation Log does nothing. No elixir to defend, and the Pecker just trundles towards my tower, ready to beat me down. That's 2 smacks he gets straight off the bat, down to 2600 health. Bandit comes down, Executioner to block. Doesn't do an awful lot. It was a bad elixir trade for me as well, because the Bandit is 3 elixir, the Executioner is 5. So I'm down on elixir and didn't really save an awful lot. Pecker's coming back down, I dropped Knight. 2 hits and he'll be dead anyway. Drop the goblins to try and save myself some tower health. Managed to save that tower for what it was worth, only for the Mega Knight and the Bandit on the other side to absolutely destroy me. Absolute foul on my part. Made a lot of mistakes, didn't defend very well, didn't keep my cards in hand to stop the Mega Knight or the Pecker, and I didn't manage my elixir well. Lessons to be learned. I thought I'd include this second replay because it's actually against a very similar deck, the main difference being this one doesn't have elixir pump. I didn't know it at the time that this was the same deck, so I dropped my goblins to get some chip damage to begin with. Didn't work out for me as he had a bandit. Used my ice spirit to kill the bats as there's no zap in this deck, and then I dropped my knight just to tank the bandit. So the knight walks across the bridge, gets beaten to death by the Pecker, who's now running towards my tower. Got an Executioner on the way, who should hopefully take him down. Log to get a little bit of damage, drop my goblins to stall him, drop my ice spirit to stall him some more, and there we go, he's dead. The opponent dropped the Mega Knight on the other side along with the Inferno Dragon. Dropped the Knight just to keep him busy. Inferno Dragon locked on the tower, but luckily my Tornado was able to pull him far enough away to break that, so he had to reset. Saved myself quite a lot of damage and managed to use the Executioner to take out both of those troops. The Bandit comes in again. I place my Ice Spirit in a completely stupid place. Bats and Bandit kill it. She goes on to dash the tower. Knight comes down too late, and then the bats cause an awful lot of damage. So I'm doing really badly. Half my tower's gone, and I've done barely any damage to him. I don't think I've even dropped a hog at this point yet. Down goes the hog, down goes the goblins. Inferno Dragon to kill the hog, which isn't a very good way to do that because it takes ages to heat up. Ice Spirit freezes in for a second, letting my goblins get a few stabs in. So I've now got the Inferno Dragon and the Pecker coming towards me. Drop the Knight to block for the Inferno Dragon. Drop the Executioner to protect the tower on the left from the Pecker. Drop my goblins around the Bandit so that she doesn't get a dash onto the Executioner. They kill her quite quickly and then fortunately distract the Pecker just long enough for me to kill it. My opponent's relentless, comes in with yet another quick push, this time Pecker, Inferno Dragon and Ewiz. Luckily managed to get the support troops out of the way, drop an Ice Spirit to freeze everything up. 2 executioners because I've cycled through all my cards. And we've now got both of them going ham on the Mega Knight. He goes down quite quickly. Get the goblins down to try and get some chip damage, which are quickly blocked by the P.E.K.K.A. Ewers comes down again. I managed to get a clutch tornado there that pulls the P.E.K.K.A. away from the Hog and allows me to get an extra hit, so the opponent's tower is down to 202 health. At this point all I need to do is wait for my lightning and I can take the tower down, but for some reason I forget that I can do that and defend for quite a long time. So we've got the Mega Knight trying to jump on the tower, got the Knight down to protect. I finally realised that I've got the lightning, and there we go. The game is over. GG to my friend in the Galacticos. 1 crown to 0. So I hope you liked the video, I hope you liked the deck. It's something I've not played before and it's quite good fun. Takes a little bit of mastering, but I've got 2 out of 3 victories, so I think that's a good win percentage. You can get the deck again on Stats Royale if you didn't catch it during the video. If you liked what I had to say, please smack that like button. If you'd like to see some more videos like this, hit subscribe and I'll see what I can do.